From LALATE headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Afternoons LALATE.
It's a major afternoon here on Afternoons LALATE as 2023 stimulus checks are passed. They were passed over the last 3 years and they're still funded. I'm going to go over these massive stimulus checks for you, A to C, E to K, L to Q, 18 months, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board. Who are these for? These are stimulus checks for you, SSI, stimulus checks for you, SSDI, stimulus checks for you, SSA, stimulus checks for you, veterans, stimulus checks for you, low income. If it makes less than $75,000 last year, it's for you, married couple 150. We're going to go over all these credible stimulus checks in this recording. 18 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks a month on average. These are great checks, and they're all for 2023 funded, and viewers have already gotten paid for them. I'll show you how to get paid for these incredible checks in this recording. It starts by becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, and Calcino VIP. And today, a new launch of something else for membership. It's all exciting. Stay with the breaking details over this big broadcast. We're going to go to A to C, E to K, and L to Q. Then we're going to go to small business owners, because I got a lot of money for you as well. $26,000 per employee. So if you have 20 employees, it's $500,000. Unemployment stimulus, because over 50,000 tech jobs have been laid off in just a few weeks. Everyone needs unemployment stimulus, and the unemployment rate could be potentially going to 4%. The breaking news today from the shores of Santa Monica, California. But we have other breaking news across the board, and it was the Procter & Gamble miss overnight, the Alcoa miss as well. And then what we just talked about just seconds ago, UI, unemployment potentially going to 4%, inflation potentially going to 4%, and interest rates potentially going to 4%. Morgan Stanley believes inflation's peaked, but not everyone else, because they now believe that inflation may hover about 4% and not going away. The unemployment rate was released today, and it was a major beat. Great news on that front. And then we'll go over how for you to be smarter and do these incredible stimulus checks right now, and why you got to move for these incredible stimulus checks today. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, we had a great new broadcast. Stay with me over this 1 hour broadcast. Become a member. Don't wait. Right now, go into this video, become a member, and get all these incredible stimulus checks that have been passed for you. You deserve these big sums of money. And we're going to go over all these numbers one at a time in today's broadcast. It's a breaking news report. It's from the shores of Santa Monica, California, and it all starts right here, right now, on a big, bold, beautiful afternoon of Afternoons LALATE. And good afternoon, everybody. Congratulations, because 4 stimulus checks are law. They've been passed, and these incredible checks are from the president, from Congress, and elsewhere. We're going to go over these incredible checks that are in every U.S. state. They've been passed, and these are the combination of 3 years of stimulus checks, 2021, 2022, and 2023. The breaking news all starts right here, right now. And how much are they paying out? 18 months of stimulus checks, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board. It's huge. And we're going to go over all these incredible stimulus checks in this broadcast. Then we'll be turning to the markets and why the markets today are struggling yet once again. Look at that Dow, down 157 right now at the time of this broadcast, taped at 8:33 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, this beautiful end of the week, and the NASDAQ down 96. So what's going on? We'll have the latest details across the board. But first, let's start with these incredible 2023 stimulus checks. How are you? It's good to be back, and hope you're having a beautiful day, and hope you're enjoying my blinky lights, like Ann calls them. They're not blinky because they're stagnant. But I still appreciate your love of the L and the A behind me. And look at that beautiful light that's coming on in. Oh, my goodness. Look at all that gorgeous light coming in at 8:33 a.m. from the east, looking into this window behind me. It's just gorgeous. I'm so excited you're here. And I'm so excited you become a member. You became a member. Have you not? Do it right now. Because why? You can't play around with this. You cannot play around with this. The U.S. economy is going into recession, less than 30 days away. I was the first American broadcaster to record this over a year ago, and now several banks are confirming that February starts the recession. And this recording went a little bit more about that. Let's look at this graphic again. 4% unemployment, that's higher. 4% inflation, that's lower. And 4% rates, yeah. Inflation may have peaked, but the situation may unravel as labor will fall apart. The new unemployment claims released minutes ago, 190,000 new jobless claims compared to an estimate of 215. Don't celebrate 190 because it falls apart later across the board. We knew that today was the major announcement of those continuing jobless claims, and we'll have more about that today over this broadcast, but become a member. What are you waiting for? Go right in this video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, and Calcino VIP. The newsletter link is at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of the video. The password is in the most recent post on your channel. It's the same password for all three channels. It's updated daily. Grab that incredible password. And coming up later today, or maybe in this broadcast, if you stay the second half, we have a new feature for members. It's really exciting. It's really, really exciting. And thank you for watching our brand new hit show, Crypto Live, on Channel 3 every night at about, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It's been a big, massive hit. The Channel 3, LA3, Crypto Live, Wall Street Live, nightly across the board. Let's go into the breaking details about these big stimulus checks today. So the way that laws work is that once the law is passed, it remains a law unless it has an expiration provision, and most laws do not. And it remains funded as long as there's funds for it. Pretty simple, right? So the 2020, 2021, and 22 passed massive stimulus checks, and they are still funded, and they do not expire. How much are they paying the viewers of this channel, the members of this channel? On average, 18 months, 3 checks per month, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board. You got to pounce to get these incredible checks. This is the way that stimulus was done on day one. Did you get $100,000 from this channel in 2020? Did you know me in 2020? Did you watch me in 2020? Well, my viewers did get it, and I've gotten people $25 million over the last 3 years. $25 million because stimulus was passed for you to apply for it to pounce, and automatic $200, $55, $40 checks are not landing, and who cares about them? They don't pay for diddly-do. You need tens of thousands of dollars of stimulus checks monthly, MSC law passed, and we have it, because they've been passed over the last 3 years. It's 2023 stimulus checks for you, and we're going to go over these huge checks in this broadcast. So stay with me over this 1 hour broadcast. We're going to go over stimulus checks A to C, E to K, and L to Q. These are stimulus checks for you. Congratulations. These are stimulus checks for you. Wonderful, great news. SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans. Great news. Congratulations. We have done it. And it's MSC. You have done this. Congratulations. Great news. Wonderful. Finally, 18 months, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board. It is just absolutely wonderful. And you see the value of becoming a member, because this is stimulus scholarly list. I messed that up, didn't I? This is payment PhD. This is becoming a stimulus scholar. Because why? You need to learn to earn, and to earn, we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're not talking about 3 digits. We're not talking about $300, $400, $600. We're talking about tens of thousands of dollars. And we're going to go over all these incredible stimulus checks right now. All those checks you see on the graphic are 2023. They're passed. They're law. And all those checks, A to Q, have the same eligibility. So they make it very simple for us. These are checks for you, SSI. These are stimulus checks for you, SSI. These are stimulus checks for you, SSDI. These are stimulus checks for you, SSA. These are stimulus checks for you, veterans. These are stimulus checks for you, low income. They're beautiful checks, and on average, they're paid 18 months, $3,000 a month, and 5 checks per month. Let's first go over where they came from. Then we'll go over each of these checks. And right after stimulus check C, I'll go over the membership newsletter with you. Have you become a member? Do it right now. What are you waiting for? Go right in this video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. And then we'll go over to the incredible stimulus checks E to K and L to Q. You're ready? I am so ready. It's so nice to be back with you. These 2023 stimulus checks start with A to C. A to C. So A to C were passed by Joe Biden, and they are wonderful. The President of the United States passed a series of executive actions in last year. You may not have heard about them because no one recorded them except me. In fact, I recorded them the night they became law. And stimulus checks A to C are beautiful. They're for you. Why would you not get them? When he passed the stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, why would you not get them? They're for you. And you got to pounce to get these incredible checks. They're not $600 or 4 pennies in a fountain. They're over $100,000. No one's going to send you $100,000 to your mailbox or to your donut bar. To your donut box, I should say, automatically. You got to do something. Just a little something, not much. You got to pounce. Become a member right today. And over this broadcast, we're going to go over A to C. We're first going over the categories of these beautiful checks. Become a member right now. Go into the video. Join this channel, as the hundreds have joined in the last 48 hours. Then came Congress, and they passed the beautiful stimulus checks E through K, bringing us to then hundreds of checks E to K. We're going to go over all those as well. But came along me, and I then found more checks for you. L to Q, and they heat up this broadcast as well. Then we'll go to stimulus checks R for different eligibility and unemployment and PBT thereafter. First, let's start with stimulus checks A to C. And again, these are same eligibility across the board. Stimulus check A to C, 18 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. They're absolutely huge. And let's go over all those beautiful checks, starting with the beautiful stimulus check A. Stimulus check A is a $6,500 to $12,000 stimulus check in every U.S. state. Single individual, $75,000 less. Go get it right now. Stimulus check. And how do you get it? You go into this video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. Have you done it right yet? Do it right now. Go around this video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, and Casino VIP. Go down to that membership newsletter, Stimulus Check A. Click the link and go right in and get this beautiful check. This is Stimulus Check for you, SSA. SSI, SSDI, veterans, low income, the Stimulus Check A, law, federal stimulus for the U.S. government for Americans in U.S. states and U.S. territories. Wow. You're not done there yet. You can go get Stimulus Check B, which is huge. And then Stimulus Check B is for individuals who pounce really well. Why is Stimulus Check B my favorite? Because it pays 18 months of beautiful checks. 18 months of beautiful checks, and it's happening all the time. 18 months of checks, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board. These are stimulus checks for you, and you deserve these big stimulus monies across the board. These are among the checks that people like Frank Mancuso got, and they are just wonderful. So how to get stimulus check B? You go right on this video, become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. You're not done there yet, because you need to go get stimulus check C. And stimulus check C is for rent, utilities, and mortgage assistance. How do you get it? You become a member. Go right into that membership newsletter, which we're going to go over in a second. It's right there on the screen. And go down to Stimulus Check C, and it tells you who to call, what to say, and how to say it. 12 different places. Just huge across the board. Let's look at some of those success stories for Stimulus Check C that have been on this channel for over a year. Let's look at those great, incredible numbers right now. Do you want $30,000 for rent? Of course you do. And that's one these viewers got. Do you want $15,000 for utilities? Of course you do. And that's what these viewers have gotten. And then combinations of checks. Do you want $50,000? Of course you do. That's what Nisi got. She started 23. She went to 50. Do you want $166,000 of 2023 stimulus checks in your hand? Of course you do. That's what Mark did. He started 32, then went to 50, then went to 166,000. And do you want 155,000 stimulus checks in your hand? SSI, SSDI, veterans, low income, anyone who made less than 75,000? Of course you do. That's what Lorraine did for 2023. She had gotten 105. She got more, 155,000. The success stories keep on coming in left and right, and those success stories include Dragon, who's holding $170,000 of stimulus checks in her hand. Lynn Glenn, who has gotten nearly 28 months of checks. She's gotten 14 months of utilities or rent, and then 14 months of the other one. That's 28 months of beautiful checks, or 28 different checks, however you want to say it. She then helped a family member getting big sums of money. And these are stimulus checks that were passed for you. These stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, and more across the board. No one knows this better than I. No one will learn this better than you, because you are becoming, in this broadcast, a stimulus scholar, a payment PhD. This is stimulus advanced. This is not stimulus basic or stimulus novice. Stimulus basic is just basically standing by a mailbox and looking to see what the mailman puts in there. Oh, it's some discounts to Lobster Fest. No, I'm not interested. Stimulus scholars are people who learn to earn. And on day one, I helped people get $100,000 for this channel. $200,000. Did you get $100,000 in 2020? Maybe not. Maybe you weren't watching me then. What am I doing right today? I'm giving people $200,000 3 years later. Can you imagine? This is why this channel's gotten people $50 million over the last 3 years. No one has gotten people more money for stimulus than me. And no one has gotten more money for stimulus than you, the Purple Power members. Become a member right today. Go right in this video, become a member, and go right in and get these incredible stimulus checks because you need to pounce to earn. Learn to earn, and let's go over how to do it starting right now. As soon as I had recorded that the U.S. economy was going to go into recession, I did that in February of last year. The viewers of the channel said, well, if you're right, Al, find me some stimulus checks. And I did. 3 focuses for myself at the time. 1, big checks. I wanted big checks because a 2-year recession is 24 months, not 3 months because of COVID lockdown. And we found it 18 months of beautiful stimulus checks. Then I wanted broad eligibility because you deserve it. Everyone from USSI, stimulus checks, USSDI, USSA, veterans, low income. These are beautiful stimulus checks for you in every U.S. state. It's federal stimulus from the federal government. Has nothing to do with your governor of your state. They're not sending out the money. They're not even touching the check. That I've been putting in the mailbox. It has nothing to do with your state. Number 3, ease of being able to get it. And this is my focus and dedication to you across the board. It would be very, very easy, let's be frank, it would be very, very easy for me to just make a recording, press a button, and just talk and do much of nothing. And tell you, oh, there's a check here, oh, there's a check there, there's a check here, maybe put up a fancy graphic and that's it. No. That's not enough for me, for you. I put together the revolutionary newsletter. Nowhere in the industry does any financial broadcaster have a newsletter delivered from me to you for going over the latest details on the markets, the industries, and of course, your stimulus. That was delivered starting 2 years ago. And last night we were in the live chat and one viewer said, I'm so excited. I've now been a member for 25 months, she said. Congratulations to her. Viewers have been members on this channel for over 2 years because they see the value of membership. They understand the value of membership. They've made a lot of money off of membership. How much people have been getting from membership? Well, you saw Frank Mancuso. He joined this channel for just a few pennies in a fountain. What did he get? In less than 30 days, he got tens of thousands of dollars, nearly $100,000. Where else can you pay a few dollars to get hundreds of thousands of dollars just a few days later? Nowhere. Not even the racetrack pays money like that. So become a member. Go right in this video. Become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. Go get those checks A through C. We're only at C, but first, before we get to EDK, let's go over that incredible membership newsletter. So it'd be so simple for just me to make a recording and put up some graphics and say, go figure it out. I never did that. I made a membership newsletter. And originally it was delivered from me to you, Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time via YouTube alerts. But along the way, people ask questions. What's a YouTube alert? 7 o'clock Pacific? What time is that in my time zone? And you didn't send it to me. The most horrible expression I could ever hear, because I send it to everyone. Even in the thick of the night, when I'm exhausted, I push it out and I send it to everyone. So what I thought to myself was, let's make this even better and bolder. What about you become a member right this minute and you go right into the newsletter? You don't have to wait till Monday through Friday. You don't have to wait till 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You don't have to even figure out what a YouTube alert is for this. You can go right into that newsletter right now. Everyone knows what a website is. Everyone knows what a website is. It's something.com or something.net. Well, I built out a newsletter on a website for you as my Christmas gift to you for 2022. Congratulations. This is very revolutionary and very exciting. You are part of this incredible community. That newsletter website is so easy. In fact, I made it even easier. How did I make it even easier? I put the link to it in the top of the chat, under the video's description, and also in the pinned comment under every single video on all 3 channels, LA1, LA2, and LA3, all day around the clock. So no one ever asks anymore where the newsletter is because it's literally pinned all over the place. Over 40 to 70 videos a day. It is literally everywhere. Here again, it is news.lalate.com/newsletter. You don't have to write down the address. Just remember what it looks like. There's a lot of words news in there, isn't there? news.lalate.com/newsletter. There's a lot of news in there. So you see that website, click the link and go right and apply. No one ever asks, where's the newsletter? Because it's so simple. There's only one thing you have to do, and that's grab the password. In the YouTube channel that you became a member to, there are posts all day long. And every post has the most current password. The most current password. There's a post on every YouTube channel approximately every 15 minutes, generally. You go right in and grab that password and put it into the newsletter and you are ready to rock and roll. In the big second half, we're going to go over more about this, but let's now turn to those. Wow, we're only at check C. Let's now go to check E to K. Wow, that was a delicious start of the day. Let's go stimulus check E, $7,500 stimulus check. Love it. Stimulus check F, $4,000. Oh my goodness, so great. Stimulus check G, 30% off. Stimulus check H, $2,000 stimulus check. Just incredible. Stimulus check I, $8,000. Stimulus check J, $8,000. Stimulus check K, $14,000. And again, these are the stimulus checks from Congress. Just beautiful. Same eligibility as A to C. We're not done there yet. We're going to go to L to Q. These are the checks that I found for you. Same eligibility. Let's look at those credible checks right now. L is $100,000 on average of loan industry money. M is a $4,000 stimulus check. Love it. Again, in the membership newsletter. N, brand new computer, tablet, laptop, free internet. Ling Ling got it. Spelling got it. If you have a cell phone, get another cell phone. Because there's so many people that are having problems with understanding how their older cell phone works. Get a brand new one. It's a stimulus check N. Get a tablet. Even get a tablet. It's even easier to use. And it'll help you so easy in getting stimulus. I've never had anyone who got stimulus check N from this channel say, I can't find something. Because it helps when you have a newer device. Get stimulus check N in that membership newsletter. Stimulus check O, 0 down payment, 0 closing costs on a brand new mortgage. And P and Q, wow, 3% and $8,000 on a refi. Stimulus check across the board. Just absolutely wonderful. So those are your beautiful stimulus checks, A through Q. Then, how much more do I care about you? A lot, because I had my original viewers, small business owners. That is the EIDL grant, the EIDL loan. And what did I do? I looked high and low to find some business stimulus, and I found it. It's a stimulus check R in the membership newsletter. And stimulus check R is an insane amount of money. How much money is it? It's $26,000 an employee. My goodness. What is stimulus check R? Stimulus check R is based upon the concept of you had employees when the pandemic hit and you kept them on staff. It's as simple as that. Reach out to a tax preparer, but also go into the video and become a member and go down to stimulus check R if you're a small business owner. This is how much it pays. For every employee that you had on staff in 2019 when the pandemic hit, and you kept them on staff in 2020, through all 2020, and then 3 quarters of 2021, you're getting paid $26,000 an employee. If there was 20 employees you kept on staff, you heard me right, $500,000. It's the employee tax retention credits, a stimulus check R in the membership newsletter. Congratulations, great job. You're doing it. Finally, all these incredible stimulus checks coming to you. You should be so proud. Go right in this video, become a member of the channel that's changing people's lives every day, and you are changing yours as well. You're here to learn to earn, and that is stimulus check R. Meantime, corporations are laying off employees in record numbers. You saw early in this broadcast that the unemployment rate is going to get worse. Well, you need to get unemployment stimulus. Unemployment stimulus heats up to broadcast tonight on Evenings LALATE. Let's look at that broadly right now. There's 2 steps for unemployment stimulus in 2023. First, you want to file that claim, and it's going to ask you, willing to work, able to work? Yes. Then the next question is, it's going to ask you, what date were you fired? Well, you put in that date, and then step 2, you ask for the weekly checks across the board for the weeks you were unemployed. And PEBT stimulus heats up additionally on Evenings LA tonight in prime time at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We'll go over those checks across the board. But in the big second half, we're going to go over what's going on with that market. My goodness. Let's look and see what we have to deal with today. Procter & Gamble reporting corporate earnings overnight. Alcoa did as well. Morgan Stanley giving guidance on inflation and also UI inflation and labor. We'll have the latest details across the board. An Alcoa miss and a Procter miss. But we're also going to go over you. Be smarter than you are. You got this stimulus now. Move to get this incredible stimulus. We'll go over more about this in the big second half. Plus, we'll be looking at those unemployment numbers that came in today because we were waiting for this all week long. What do those labor numbers show? Boy, it's a big second half. We're just getting started. I'll be back with you in 60 seconds with the latest details on the market. It's critical. And boy, it's getting exciting. I'll see you back in 60 seconds as more of this and the exciting news of the day heats up this afternoon. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.lalate.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the breaking news continues big now, right in the big second half as the week is wrapping up almost. But it's not been particularly a good week. What do we have so far? Goldman missing on corporate earnings on Tuesday. Morgan Stanley beating. J.B. Hunt showing there was less demand for shipping. Alcoa missing overnight. Procter & Gamble missing overnight. And then Netflix coming in later today. Wow, what a big week it is. Let's go over the latest breaking details right now. So you look at the Dow right in that red ticker at the short start of the day. We are down 157, another down day for the market. It was down 600 points early in the week. The NASDAQ is also down about 1%. Look at that as well. Unemployment claims were released earlier today. 190,000 new jobless claims, lower than expected. It was supposed to come in at about 215. But remember, labor falls apart later in a recession. That is what's going on across the board. Morgan Stanley says inflation may have peaked, but there's now new concerns we could have a triple 4 run. 4% inflation, 4% UI unemployment, and 4% rates. Let's look at the latest details across the board. The Dow fell 198 points this morning, or 0.6%, even as the unemployment numbers were released Thursday, and it showed that the jobless claims fell to 190,000 for the week ending January 14th. That is a decline of 15,000 from the prior week. This is much lower than expected. Good news for that. But there is new suggestion that interest rates will go as high as 5%, says Jamie Dimon, CEO at JP Morgan Chase. He said from Davos, Switzerland this morning, I think there's a lot of underlying inflations which won't go away quickly. I agree, absolutely. Overnight, disappointing retail sales and the producer price, the PPI, came in weaker than expected, and that drew the markets down dramatically yesterday. Did you watch yesterday's shows? Yeah, much lower than expected. Stocks started today lower. You see them right now at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Where will they end today? Meantime, Bank of America has double downgraded Charles Schwab, and they believe there's an elevated pace and there's interest rate assets and bank deposit levels are not particularly in line. Morgan Stanley is optimistic for the year that says inflation has peaked. Interesting. CEO James Gorman minutes ago said that inflation has peaked. That's no longer a question, it's a fact. The question is, can they get it to 2%, and how long will it take to get to 2%? Or stabilize around 3 or 4%. Do I agree? Yes. Let me go on camera for this one. So you're hearing for the first time today in this broadcast, I do believe that inflation has finally peaked. I do believe that inflation has finally peaked. Doesn't mean it's down to where it needs to go. I don't believe it's going any higher. So I do believe inflation has peaked. I do believe component parts will still go up a little bit more. But I do agree with that CEO, James Gorman, that inflation's peaked. Could elements of inflation still go up? Yes, labor and rent and that some groceries could absolutely go up. But here's what Gorman also says, that eventually there could be 4% unemployment, 4% inflation, and 4% interest rates. And that's kind of the zone we can deal with. That would be appropriate time to pause, let the rate increases work and go through the system. So what he's basically saying is that what Jay Powell needs to do is just sort of let this sit and marinate. Some Fed governors are agreeing. This is a hard one. This is really a hard one. I don't think it's particularly a bad thing to say wait and see, but it could be dangerous. Could be dangerous. The unemployment rate is going to go higher. The inflation rate may stop at 4%, and those interest rates may go higher as to 4%. Is an environment that we could live with? Yes, I believe we can live with that environment economically. And that's also what Gorman says. I think in this type of zone, we can deal with it, and it's also an appropriate time to pause. Let's look at those unemployment claims. 190,000 new jobless claims released today. And this is a major drop from the prior week, which is 205,000. That's below the 215 expected for today. So they expect to go from 205 to 215. It didn't go from 205, it went down to 190. Very interesting. Discover Bank lost 7.3% in corporate earnings released minutes ago. This is regarding credit card debt unpaid, and major losses could be coming to banks. Procter & Gamble, meantime, reported corporate earnings today in the last 24 hours, and they had another miss. Have I had any corporations with major beats? Well, I did have Morgan Stanley, but I've had very few companies with beats in this corporate earnings for fourth quarter released in the last few days. Procter & Gamble down 1%. The company reported a miss on the earnings side, but a beat on the rev side. Interesting. And now Alcoa reporting corporate earnings minutes ago, and they were a miss. Additionally, the stock was down 3.3% as the company reported earnings showing a loss of $374 million for just the quarter. Stocks futures were down initially based upon the reaction to the situation. Meantime, the 10-year Treasury note is heading to 3% by the end of the year, says one analyst, Jay Hatfield, CEO at Infrastructure Capital Partners. So there you go. Let's go to you and some more details. Be smarter than you are. And you got this. Stimulus now and move now for stimulus. Be smarter than you are. So what is that referring to? It's been over 3 years that I've been covering stimulus. It's been over 2 years that we've had membership on this channel. And it's time for you to step up your smartness. And some of you are doing so well. So starting today, I'm really not going to answer simple questions anymore. I'm not going to answer questions like, where's the newsletter? I'm not going to answer that question anymore because the newsletter is at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of the video. I can understand in 2021, it was new to you. I can understand that you didn't get the YouTube alert. I can understand maybe you didn't listen to me when I said 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, but I built a brand new newsletter delivered that is on a website, and that website doesn't change. And you need to be a little bit smarter than you are. Here are some of the comments I've been getting in recent days. It disappeared on me. What do you mean it disappeared on you? It's a website. Websites don't disappear on you. So you need to be a little bit smarter than you are. Don't just say things and don't think what they mean. The website disappeared on me? No, the website's under the video of every description, under the description and of every video, the top of chat of every video, and in the link comments in every video. So you got this. You got this stimulus now because all you have to do is listen and learn. The password is in the most recent post to all the videos on channel 1, channel 2, or channel 3. Excuse me, the password is in the most recent post for members on channel 1, channel 2, and channel 3. You got this. You've been doing this. Thousands, tens of thousands of people every month are doing this right. And when you say stuff that just doesn't really sound like you're listening, I don't know what's going on. And I just gonna say, this is very few people. This is like 5 people a day or 2 people a day. Let's understand, there's tens of thousands of people who are getting this right. And for that 1 or 2 people that just say things that make no sense, come on, get it. You got it. You got this. You got this now. You move right now and get these incredible sums of money. I think a little bit of this comes from people who want things to just sort of land and they don't want to do anything. You gotta keep on doing these right. You got this. Millions of viewers of this channel have been doing this right for 3 years. Millions of viewers are doing this every month and every week. You got this. You do this right now. The membership newsletter again is right here. So let's go over it one more time. The membership newsletter is at news.lalate.com/newsletter. I built it out for you, so this would make it even easier than before. It's a website. It doesn't move. It's locked to the ground. It's at the top of the chat. It's in the pinned comment. It's in the description of the video. You grab the password, you go right in, and pounce and get those incredible stimulus checks. You got this. What do we got? Well, coming up later tonight is Evenings LA at 5 o'clock Pacific time. It's a major show tonight. It's in prime time. Excuse me, did I say 5 o'clock? It's now at 5:30. LALATE Live is at 5 o'clock. After Evenings LALATE, then we have Countdown at 6. Stream Stillness at 7, Extra at 8, 9 o'clock is Sunset. Meantime, please jump over to Channel 2 and Channel 3. On Channel 2 is Stimulus Live that airs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you need to recap anything of this and the big new hit show that everyone is talking about, Crypto Live. Crypto Wall Street Live on Channel 3. So far, it has delivered, what has it been, 3 shows? 3 nights in a row? 2 nights in a row, I can't remember, on Channel 3 at about 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And yes, for people who love Channel 3, love that show, Crypto Live, Wall Street Live, get ready, because I have something brand new for you, for members. Oh, it's getting exciting. It's getting really, really exciting. Have you become a member? Get ready for the excitement of the membership growth and the new add-ons to membership. Go around this video, become a member, Purple Hawk for Power Casino VIP, and join me throughout the day with afternoon shows airing at 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and the brand new afternoon show every day at 3 o'clock. Stay informed, stay focused, have a beautiful day, and I will be with you throughout the day and throughout the evening as well. Stay informed, stay focused, do what you do so well, become a member, and take it to the next level. Become a payment PhD and a STEM scholar. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay with LA for more.